Greetings, good people. Welcome back to the channel. All right, so there's somewhat of an update as it pertains to Wendy Williams. Boy, I tell you, that ex-husband, Kelvin Hunter, he is something else. All right, so let's get into this article according to the U.S. Sun. All right, so the article reads, shut down. Wendy Williams' judge denies Kevin Hunter's demands for hosts to continue alimony payments after he admits he's broke. Now, according to court documents exclusively obtained by the U.S. Sun, the judge claimed Wendy's financial guardian will not have to resume cutting his alimony checks. All right, the judge found that Kevin's request was quote unquote not emergent and ordered his application to be dismissed without prejudice. The judge also denied Kevin's request for attorney fees to be paid by Wendy. Kevin's fight for Wendy's payments is not completely over, however. The judge said while they don't consider his demand for alimony payments an emergency, he can still take his case to mediation. The parties are to participate in binding arbitration. This is what the judge said. The issues surrounding the severance payments and the qualified domestic relations order are disputed and therefore need to be mediated. All right, so then the article goes into talking about Kevin's court pleas. All right, so the article reads, as the U.S. Sun previously exclusively revealed, Wendy's ex-husband initially told a New Jersey court that his monthly payments promised in their divorce suddenly stopped in February 2022. Kevin asked that the court order Wendy's guardian to make payments as contractually required under I think it's the marriage severance agreement, MSA. As the U.S. Sun first exclusively reported, Wendy, who is 58, was placed in a financial guardianship where someone was basically over her finances. So, basically, in a nutshell, due to the fact that Wendy no longer had income because the show was canceled, she didn't have any other TV deals or any outside deals lined up after the Wendy Williams show was canceled. That caused the financial guardian to cease paying Wendy's alimony. And I think in their marriage severance agreement, their divorce agreement, as long as Wendy Williams had a actual income, Kevin would get Kelvin, whatever his name is this week, will get alimony. Well, she didn't have any income, so how the hell was he supposed to get any alimony? Child, in his filing, Kevin, he told the court that, his livelihood depends on payments, which were agreed to in their marital settlement agreement. He says, I have fallen behind on most of my bills. I currently live in a community that requires payments to the homeowners association, and I'm behind on that bill. If the homeowners association fees are not paid, foreclosure will soon follow. This is what he said in his pleading to the court about the home that he shares with the mother of his child, who was his mistress when he was married to Wendy Williams. Ain't that Anyway, he continues on, my car insurance hasn't been paid as a result of not receiving monthly severance payments. I'm behind on credit card payments because I have no money since the severance payments were suspended. This man is something else, ain't he? He goes on to say, my life has been greatly affected since the plaintiff stopped making payments under our settlement agreement. On top of the myriad of pressing financial matters, Kevin claimed that he was facing, he also said that he doesn't have health insurance. So basically, he has to have hip surgery, and he can't have hip surgery because he ain't got no health insurance. He said the fact that I'm unable to sustain my life and pay my bills in order is extremely emergent to me. I cannot pay my bills and sustain my day-to-day living. Kevin also argued that he was never given any reason why Wendy's guardian stopped the payments. Sir, if your marital agreement specifically stated, because I remember when all this first happened, I didn't report on it, but I was looking into it. So as long as Wendy Williams has income, you gonna get your alimony, but she doesn't have any income coming in. So, and plus she was going through this conservator switching situation. Kevin did a live a couple of months ago where he tried to insinuate that he had to go about it this way because the people that are around Wendy are taking advantage of her. If you guys have been keeping up with this new conservator person, guardian, whoever it is over her finances, cut her son off. The alimony payments have stopped for Kelvin for now, and basically it seems like she's kind of trying to get Wendy Williams's finances on track. But again, we don't know. Following this, it's hard to trust people who were close to her are no longer close to her. No one is saying anything, so this whole situation is kind of weird. So it seems that basically they're gonna have to go to mediation, and we shall see if Wendy is going to be ordered to continue paying Kelvin his alimony. Now, here's the thing that I don't understand. Kelvin oftentimes talks about how he was the one that helped Wendy blow up when she was on the radio. He kind of turned her radio show and the Wendy Williams Experience brand around, transitioned her to get into TV. He brokered the deal. You such a hustler, my man. You mean to tell me that you only relying on the alimony that you're getting from your ex-wife as your only source of income, and you have a girlfriend and a young child, and the only income that you are dependent on is this alimony? Something doesn't seem right. So the judge basically deemed that, look, we understand you got bills and all that stuff, but it's not an emergency. The nerve of this guy. Well, maybe your girlfriend is going to have to get a job. Do you think Kelvin is telling the truth? Do you think that he actually has money stacked and saved up and he just wants the alimony to continue so he can have more money? Or do you really think that he is destitute? For the judge to not deem this as an emergency, and he's claiming that his house about to go in foreclosure, he got to live in pain because he can't have hip surgery, his car insurance is not been paid. If he provided proof and the judge still deems this as not an emergency situation for these alimony payments to resume, what's really going on? I don't know. All I hope is that Wendy Williams gets taken care of, and that whoever's in charge of her finances right now is not wiping her bank account out, cleaning her out, and stealing from her, because this is just getting weirder and weirder by the day. Recently, I did a video where it's being reported that Wendy Williams is lonely, and the inside source, quote unquote, does not believe that this podcast that is being advertised is going to happen. A part of me wants to believe that Wendy Williams is playing crazy so she can get out of paying alimony, so that she can get back into media. And then another part of me is thinking Wendy Williams just really needs to rest. She's emotionally tired. Remember, she did lose her mom. I think people are forgetting about that too. Her marriage fell apart because, of what Kelvin did. Her relationship is allegedly strained with her son. So there's a whole lot, and that could cause somebody to have a mental breakdown. And she was in and out of rehab facilities. It's being said that she has a drinking problem and trying to get her alcoholism under control on top of the health issues that she has. So it's 50-50. You never know. You can't put anything past anyone. I would like to believe that Wendy is playing crazy so that she could really get Sharina and Kelvin out her bank account, out her pockets, and then she could just go on about her merry way. But that may not be the case. I don't know. So we shall see what will transpire once they go to mediation. If Wendy Williams is not of sound mind, will her guardian go to mediation in place of her, or will she have to be there? Let me know. What do you guys think, or what do you guys know? Will her conservator stand in place for her during mediation? How's that going to work? I don't know. We shall see. As this information becomes available, I definitely will bring it to you. All of this is alleged. We don't know if the U.S. Sun is making all this up, if Wendy is feeding this to social media to get sympathy. It could be a part of her evil plan. Who knows? So take it with a grain of salt. Allegedly. All right, y'all. That's all I got. Ain't got no more. I'm signing off. I love you for watching. As always, until next time, peace.